One.
Boobies.
Booty.
Luteus Maximus.
May I offer you an egg in this trying
Testicles.
time?
I'm taking your eggs.
God damn.
No, those are for Jesus.
I know, that's why I'm taking them.
Damn,
I'm taking
Jesus
Jesus
eggs.
eggs. I want the 7 chaos eggs.
Put the Jesus eggs back. Happy Easter.
Jesus needs his eggs.
I need his eggs.
I'll stop you in the name
my.
of God.
Fuck you and fuck God.
Whoa,
shit.
Wow.
hold on. This is a good Christian server here.
Well,
What is it? Fuck off.
cut the recording, cut the recording.
This is a channel. Okay. Okay, everybody. So last time in this chaotic thing we called an RPG campaign, you all, after having a tense meeting with the Empress and her commander, what the fuck was his name? Hold on, let me get my notes.
He's the Bloody Hawk.
The Red Hawk.
AG, yes.
The Rock?
The Red Hawk. Fuck.
What was his title? Yes.
Can
No,
you
his name was
smell?
Dave, yes. Thank you, BB, for the actual answer.
What the Rock is cooking.
Oh, rock.
After having a tense meeting with him and finding out that he was related to the Scarlet Hawks, but is no longer a member, and that
No
she
way.
is a half Oni, and she is like this because she does not know the means by which to hide herself anymore, because her parents died before they could teach it to her. And that's why she hides her face. You were suspicious of her, but you agreed to work with her, and you devised a plan to go investigate the Scarlet Hawks by trying to track down one of their drug sellers and attempt to use one of you as bait to lure one out to sell you something, and then follow that guy back to wherever he goes and see what you find out. Either you nominated Gazelle or Gazelle nominated himself. I don't remember. One of those things
It was
happened,
somewhere
but
in the
you
middle.
decided Gazelle was going to be
Someone
Gazelle
thought it
was
was
going to be the guy.
Oh.
It would. We all agreed to be funny, and it was funny.
The storm is over. Cool.
Well, no, the storm was only just begun.
Not the storming Gazelle
s-
said.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll get to that. Hold on. So Gazelle, you all went in the dead of night to the docks down south, and had Gazelle go out and kind of quickly found what you were looking for, and acquired some drugs. Gazelle immediately partook of drugs
Based.
and had a fucking little bit of a trip, and it was very strange and a little weird. But after that happened, you all followed behind this seller of drugs and followed him back to a shack, a run-down fucking shack in the middle of kind of nowhere, where it looked like, well, it looked pretty shit, honestly. You would not expect, for having so much gold that you just gave him, or money, he didn't seem to be living in a great place. And when you attempted to spy on him, you found out he was partaking of his own supply and talking to himself. And then when you tried to corner him, he snapped and started screaming and trying to strangle one of you.
Yeah, that wasn't
you
fun for me, by the
subdued
way.
You subdued him as Gazelle's high was coming down. Found his cabin had this strange tree-like symbol in red, with 3 branches in different directions, painted in red. You found that, and you found out that drug dealer. Why the fuck was that so hard for my brain to come up with? Fuck. Anyway, you found out this drug dealer was strangely very emaciated and thin to a degree which is he should not be able to move around as he did, or to be able to strangle one of you as hard as he did.
Yeah, that was rude.
So that was weird. And
Yeah, he had a bit of a
Lyle,
grip.
I think, right?
what?
He strangled Lyle, right?
It was either Lyle or Adam.
It was
a
definitely
little bit of
Lyle.
I think it both.
Because Adam took some damage from that too.
Yes. You
If Vaughn
subdued
left
him.
the store at 7:42.
and then he kind of seemed to have a stroke, which, with the timely intervention of Otto and UA, performing some doctor maneuvers, prevented him from dying, but he's unconscious and not really finding much of note beyond this strange marking, his weirdly destitute home, and that it's just weird. And you all had a weird, and lastly, you all had a weird feeling like someone was watching you the entire time, and then you decided to leave.
Didn't Apano use her, her object
Napano
recall?
did. Yes, Napano attempted to gaze in the past of this area, this symbol, to try and okay, what the fuck is up with this thing, and discovered that its origin was
Mysterious but
parse,
ancient.
'cause it was old, not old, because the symbol is not old. But you could not identify the person painting it as though they were being scrubbed out of your vision. Like, you normally would be able to see who that person is to some degree, but you could not at all. And that is weird for you.
Natural
I
blockage.
believe. Yes, mental blockage for some reason. And you all decided to take the drug dealer back to the castle so he could be interrogated for more information.
Hopefully.
That's what
You also have a
every
lot of
princess
drugs.
wants. Oh yeah, drugs. At the end.
So many drugs.
All of the
Which
drugs.
brings us to now. So we will probably just go to the morning unless you guys have anything you want to do in the night. Does anyone...
I'm
Are
good.
you hungry, Gazelle? I think we need to take him to Taco Bell.
Yeah, there's probably a taco place open this late in the city. I mean, it obviously has a nightlife.
We gotta get this man some
man,
chicks.
Couldn't eat another bite.
I guess we're good, Mushy.
All right,
Yep.
going to the morning. All right, you bring him back to the castle. You inform the guards of who he is and what you would like to do. They quickly agree, and he is taken into the dungeon to be into a more comfy cell, to be put into a bed so he can be medically looked after, but also not, in a place where he can escape.
Mm-hmm.
And he's put in armed guard, and you are escorted to your rooms, which you are offered and given, unless you have objection and wish to leave.
Good for
Majay,
now.
did you remember the Bloody Hawk's name? Because I have it written down here.
Yes.
Okay.
Stevie said it.
Thank you.
It was a whole thing. It's Steve now.
Okay, sure.
I think we can probably just skip to the morning unless there's a reason to talk to the Empress tonight, but I'd see we can
No.
just do that tomorrow.
That's perfectly fine.
I'm
Well,
cool
if there's
with
no objections, then gonna press on.
that.
Then.
Short rest.
Well, a long rest. You spend the rest of the night.
Oh no,
hell.
people have to level up.
Well,
I get my 1 HP
Think
back.
about it.
Let's fucking go.
you all get your HP back.
Yay.
So morning comes. You are in your communal area where you all have rooms, and there's a little garden in the center of it.
Yes.
So you all have a shared space in your own rooms. Unless any of you specifically try to share rooms together for whatever reason. If you don't trust the castle or the guard or the staff here, that is entirely up to you.
Can I
just-
share a room with the princess?
No, absolutely not.
How about UA?
No, absolutely not.
All right. Well then.
Otto's with UA.
Otto is with you.
You can
Ed.
try Tori.
Hey Tori. Roomies.
None.
Okay.
I don't think so. No.
Lyle's doing his own thing.
It's okay.
You
You
can
can
sleep
come with me,
outside in
Lyle.
the ditch.
You got a bed with you were gonna hang out with Gazelle in that room?
No, I've hung out with Gazelle enough.
You know what? Someone should probably hang out with Gazelle just to make sure that he sobers up and doesn't die, OD, or choke on his own vomit, something like that.
Probably.
don't think he ate the whole thing.
Well, I don't know. We don't know what the long-term effects are, so I feel like someone should monitor him. Like,
You also don't want him taking more.
Fine. Who wants to do it?
I'll do it if no one else wants to.
Roll for it.
Adam just kind of shrugs, like I'm fine if you need someone to do it.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, we
I
can.
don't know how he'll be when
Fuck.
he sobers up and sees Sherikon, but you
Are we
know.
rolling a d20 for it? Whoever gets the highest washes over him.
Whoever gets the lowest.
I'm okay volunteering. I'll just like me and Adam can do it. We'll sleep in shifts or something. That way, there's two of us. If...
Looks like it's Adam anyway.
Well, in this case, it is volunteering goes higher. So
Haha!
if you don't want to do it, you do not have to do it. But if you want to do it, go for it. Or if you volunteer to do it, go for it.
I want to do it.
All right, then.
He's gonna wash himself.
And Adam and Pano are gonna be in the same room as Gazelle. Just make sure Gazelle doesn't die in the night or whatever is gonna happen.
All right, Ed, roll for dying in the night. Let's go.
No, here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
So the morning comes, Gazelle. I'm gonna give you a choice.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
I don't like
Uh,
choices.
You have two options. You can roll for this, or you can just take a debuff for suffering the after effects of having this drug.
I'll roll for it.
Okay, so here's what the roll is going to be. You're going to do a defy danger, using your Constitution. If you succeed, you suffer no ill effects. If you
Okay.
do a mixed success, you take 1 status debuff. If you fail, you take 2.
Okay.
Spicy.
I like it.
So that's
I do
just
too.
defy danger con. You said.
Yes.
All right.
Show me what you got. Oh, you
Ooh.
Ooh.
He's in a bad way.
Mm,
Oh well, as a nice thing, which one? Tell me which one you would want to be a debuff, and I will pick the other. Do you want to be weak, shaky, sick, stunned, confused, or scared, or scarred? Scarred. So one of the 5. Scarred doesn't really apply here.
Yeah.
I feel like confused is his default state.
More confused than normal.
I'm just call him like pukey.
Probably stunned.
All right, you pick stunned.
Yeah.
I will pick shaky. So you are stunned and shaky. And as a side note, I will say, if you take more of the drug, both of these go away immediately.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
He's
but
got the
it's
craving.
You are suffering some withdrawals, my friend. Even
Nice.
though you only took 1 dose.
Not
Yeah.
even a
Not
full
even,
dose. Like just
like,
a,
Not even a full dose.
This is bullshit, right, Barry?
bullshit, Barry.
So you're not having. So Gazelle wakes up and does not have a good morning.
unfortunate. My pizza's here. Be right back.
Okay. Gazelle, you are. Man, you. Are you sure you don't want to take some? It will probably deal with this problem.
I don't think you can get to them.
He has some. He got
No,
some
yeah,
back.
Yeah, he has it.
Oh, does he? Oh, fuck.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
it does.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
took it.
somebody tried to take it from him, but
And
they
failed. Tori did and failed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's a good thing
shit.
we have him under supervision.
If I'd remembered that, I would have taken it from him during the night. But
It's okay. That just makes it
Take
more
it.
interesting.
He's sleeping
Take
with
a
drugs
spell.
under his pillow.
You okay, buddy?
Just hiding it.
Pizza.
I think I'm hungry. Let's
You
go
want
get
some pizza?
breakfast.
We
let's
can
go
do
get
that.
breakfast. We're in a castle. We can eat as much as you want.
Ah, that sounds good.
Yeah, let's go get you some.
It's just kind of groggy.
You guys got any more drugs?
All right. So you guys get breakfast. Does anyone else do anything in the morning? Or you all gonna sit down for breakfast?
Well, I think since I didn't, we'll say like last night, since she was
Okay.
examining the drugs, she couldn't really like get a good beat on what it was.
No.
Now that it's kind of been some time and she's got some time to set aside for it, can I like re-roll to look at it again?
Sure. You can spout lore. Or you can dispel uncertainties. Either will work here. Spout lore will be to a lesser effect because, you know, you don't know exactly. You would just be kind of
Deducing.
you would be deducing stuff that from what you already know.
Okay.
But
Hey,
asking
Logic,
questions will get you more answers. What's up?
Can I assist him on that one? Because I actually
Yes.
have Hospitalizer as a skill.
Yes. It's a roll with advantage.
Okay.
Do you remember the roll for advantage?
No.
God damn it. Well, I don't.
3d6 K2.
BB remembered.
What a guy.
Space K2?
No.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
No,
one
it's
line.
all together. I think it is /roll space, but maybe
Access, roll, space. There you go.
he did it.
Oh,
And
shit.
and he was successful.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay. So, is this a dispel uncertainties?
This was no, I don't have dispel uncertainties. I only have
Yes, you do.
Discern realities. I think
Oh,
is.
that's right. Sorry. I
have
keep mixing
discern
up every game.
realities, yeah.
Yes.
I was like, wait, that's a new one.
All right. So, for ignoring that roll, because you got a 12.
Mhm.
All right. Because you have plus one. No, you don't. But you still got 11. So, you get 3 questions. So,
Um,
go ahead and ask whatever questions are there.
Man, these don't really just tell me what it is.
No. Because you don't get to know just what it is. You get to get details about it.
Okay.
I thought. Wait, I thought you were spouting lore, not discern realities.
If you want to do spout lore, I can give you that. It's up to you. I'll let you decide.
Let me just post this real quick.
Okay.
So I have it here. So
For reference, the actual effect on the 10 plus of spout lore is the GM will tell you something interesting and useful about the
Okay.
subject relevant to your story.
Yes.
I'm just gonna have you tell me what it is then.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is.
Ooh.
Let's see here. So, last night when you investigated it, you thought this might be some kind of bark in this drug, and as part of this little pill that they give you for this, whatever the hell they call this drug. There was like some bark in the middle of it. That, like, it gives it a little bit of a crunch, but it's not super hard. Like, you can tell it'd be crunchy to chew on, but not so crunchy that it hurts. That is not bark.
It's not bark after all.
It is not bark. It is
What
'cause
is it?
I can't tell you what it is, and I don't want to give away the game.
It's a child.
Sure, it's a piece of a child. No,
It's not
Drugs
poop,
made
right?
from orphans? Oh man.
it's not
Kinda
poop.
cool. Finally,
It's-
use for orphans.
It is absolutely organic. That is what you're 100% certain of. It is like
Flesh of some kind.
you know how when skin is left alone, once it's removed from the body, it hardens over a
Ew.
period of time?
Yeah.
Oh
It's-
fuck!
It's like
It
dried
reminds
out.
you of that,
It's like flesh jerky.
but dark, very dark.
Oh,
Muffin.
mummified skin. Fuck.
Gross.
Mummified skin is a good way to put it. That is what it reminds you of.
Oh.
That is what you think this is. Or at least something like that.
People jerky.
So, the centerpiece of this drug is some kind of skin. Some kind of organic pure material from a being.
That's
From an animal or a person, you don't know for sure.
Could be
But-
bacon.
Could be bacon.
Marcel.
It could be people bacon,
Marcel.
which I
Ew.
don't think it is.
Bacon slice.
Bacon slice.
Bacon.
Not that
Marcel's
again.
here selling drugs.
Oh
So
Okay,
this is
guys.
Some kind of weird.
So, out of
Skill.
context, just because we were making the Jesus jokes earlier, this is my body. It's a drug now.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna break apart the holy host here and give it to each member of the party. No, not really.
I've already had
Please,
some. I don't
please
want it
do.
more.
Let's see what happens.
So I've got a whole bag of these things, right? And there's like what, maybe a dozen
There
in
were,
here.
I believe, Gazelle got some because he paid for some, and I think you took that bag and you got the drug dealer's bag.
Hmm.
Or someone had. There are two bags in play. Gazelle has one. I believe Tori has the other, or someone else has the other.
I think it was
Uh,
Tori.
I thought Gazelle took it because it was like his money was in there too, and he grabbed that.
I think Gazelle definitely has one of the bags, but there are two bags in play.
I know Tori grabbed one because
Yes.
she didn't want Gazelle eating them.
Well, you failed to take his from him, but I think you got the other one.
Oh,
Gazelle still has some.
Yeah,
okay.
and he also got his money back. I remember that.
That's
much.
back. Yes.
Importantly. Well,
Roll this. I think I know what it is. But the answer is very haunting. So I think I'm going to wait until our dealer friend here wakes up so I can question him about it. Because whatever this is, it came off of something. Something that's probably alive still. That's creepy as hell. Tori don't like. Ew.
Are we all
Okay.
back together at this point or no?
I assume you're talking about this as you're waiting for breakfast.
Okay.
Because that's the thing that Tori figured out last night when she got back to her room and examined it closely. And the morning come, and now has that answer and knows that. And I guess is deciding how am I going to tell everyone this?
I'm gonna imagine since Wei gave me
He helped.
advantage, he helped. So
Yes,
he's-
he was also there. So Wei presumably also knows what you have figured out.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over at Wei. So, you ever seen anything like this before?
Majay, I've traveled all over. Have I seen anything like this before?
I mean, there are rituals for cannibalism in various forms of sometimes for when someone dies, there's a ritual to consume the dead, to pass on who they are into their family and such. That's a thing you've seen before. It's fine.
It's not fine.
It's not fine.
You've seen you've definitely had animal bits like this, not necessarily hidden like this, or kind of as weird as this is. So this isn't completely out there. The fact that it's so hidden and it appears to be a extremely powerful drug is concerning, and that is not something you've seen before.
I've seen the elements in here, but I've never seen it all unpacked.
Yeah, you've seen drugs, you've seen dried skin as a consumable, and cannibalism. Not another combination.
Well, we don't know if it's human flesh. It could be like dragon flesh
Who
or
knows?
something.
Who knows? There's lots of creatures.
So have you
Could be the
guys?
toe of a mind flayer.
Are you guys
It could be
keeping?
goblin.
Sorry.
Is Lyle talking to us?
No, this is me asking out of character if you guys are just talking amongst yourselves or are you sharing with the class?
I don't know if I'm gonna share with the class yet. I'm gonna.
That's
I
fine.
want to know what Wei says.
Well, while you guys
Yeah.
are whispering, Lyle's going to look up from his spiked morning coffee and say, So, you guys been playing with those drugs, huh? Is he's gonna look over at Gazelle, who I assume is here and not looking great. He's
Well,
gonna look.
currently fiddling with a napkin, like picking his nose. Like he's like rolled it up and he's got it up his nose.
Okay. I was gonna look over at Gazelle and then look back at Tori and Way and say, yeah. So, the old man seems okay. Are you sure whatever he was hopped up on is what caused our skinny but monstrously strong friend to, almost die? Because the old man seems okay.
I don't have that much experience with this sort of stuff. That's why I asked Way to look at it. But I don't know what this is, and if it's like, I don't want to like blow. I don't want to like blow it out of proportion if it's something weird. We should figure out what it is first before we
Gazelle
You-
pulls the napkin from his nose, covered in like blood and snot. I also only took like a little bit. This is just a little.
Was it good?
Corey's really trying not to say that he might have eaten human flesh last night.
It was probably the second most terrifying experience I've ever had.
Huh.
Now, let me give you a side effect you are currently suffering from. Your ears are ringing, but it's not your ears. It feels like it's your brain.
I also have this really fucking weird tinnitus feeling.
Huh.
Except not in the ears.
I think
Do
you're
I
just,
think he's still being affected by the drug? Just gonna throw that out there.
I think he's just old. Like really, really old.
Are you hearing any voices in your head? Anything premonition-like?
No. Barry, do you hear anything?
Shakes his head.
Are you sure he's not hearing voice? Honestly, it might be weirder if he's not.
No, I think I'm good on that front, probably.
So the $1 million question is, you gonna eat that?
No, I don't think I am.
The bloody snot rag? No, no one's gonna eat that.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, the. Never mind.
I don't want some
What are you
drugs.
doing?
I was just gonna sit back and sip his coffee.
What's the most terrifying experience you've had, Gazelle? Since you said this was the second.
Have you ever seen a dragon?
Not a living one.
Have you
I don't
ever
think-
seen the inside of a dragon's mouth?
Oh.
Adam
It's
just kind
not
of looks
fun.
over at Sherikon like, you've eaten something bigger, right?
Meow.
Well,
What?
that explains some things.
Would explain a few things. How did you make it out of a dragon's maw?
I was further away.
Oh, you weren't actually in its mouth? You just saw it eat someone else?
Sure, we'll go with eat. And he just leaves it at that?
Well, I want to know more about your story, Gazelle, but since you took this, I would like to know what it is more. I think the only person who can kind of help us at this point would be AG.
They've
Think he knows
captured
anything
some
about
other.
this?
Why does
Drug
everybody
dealers.
think that big, muscular bad boy is so great? Anyway, he's not.
Well, he's
For once,
captain
Lyle
of the
makes
guard,
sense.
so he probably knows some things from the people that he's interrogated.
Yeah, knows how to be a stupid jerk.
Well, he said his former gang was the one operating in the southern part of the city, so he might know what this is since he's a former gang member.
I'm sure that's why you don't talk to him.
If not, Eldon might know what it is.
We should talk to our boy Eldon. He's cool. I like him.
Well, I want to be honest with our new benefactor, but yeah, we can talk to Eldon first. So I don't mind.
I mean, wouldn't it be better to go to her with all the information?
Isn't Eldon with us?
Eldon went back to his room. He has a different room in a different part of the castle. But you can ask him to come to you, or you can go to him. That is up to you.
That would
That's
probably be the best move. You're right, Way. Let's go find Eldon.
Yes, this could be something he has more familiarity with.
Okay. You all set off to go find Eldon? You know
Napano.
where he is in the castle. That's not a hard thing to do.
Breakfast will be here when we get back.
Oh no, Napano grabs a bunch of food. We're gonna bring him breakfast in bed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wake him up. And...
Breakfast and drugs in bed.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's.
One of the serving girl who brought your breakfast gives you a look and is like, should I clean up your breakfast or?
No, we're good.
Oh,
We got it.
You want me to just leave it out then?
Yes.
All right.
Lyle's gonna pick
I'll
up
do
a
that.
whole waffle.
We'll probably be back here.
Oh, very well. Very well. She gives you a smile and nods.
Hey, so you around here often?
I work here, so yes.
You like it?
Yeah.
Cool. You ever,
Way's gonna grab Lyle by the collar. Come on,
Hey,
little boy.
Get him.
I'm always trying to
I'm working here. Come on. Oh.
She'll be there when you get back, apparently, perhaps. Unless she has something else to do.
Right.
You had fun the other night. We paid for it. And then you used the same thing and got us in trouble.
I just need to be unsupervised for a little bit.
All right. You head to another side of the castle where Eldon is staying in a smaller guest quarters. He's got his own little, not a garden, but like a living room? No, like a guest room where he can kind of meet with people as necessary. He has his own bedroom there. So you knock on his door or address him, and he opens the door looking very tired.
Eldon! My boy.
We stayed up so late last night. Why so early?
Because the answers don't wait.
No sleep for the wicked, you know what they say.
All right,
Lyle's just gonna
take a seat.
walk in
Take a
without being
seat.
invited.
All right, you sit all around a table in this room. Eldon is in a nice robe, looking comfy, but also very tired. Has a cup of coffee he is drinking.
We brought you breakfast, and I just dump a bagel and a bunch of fruit on his bed.
Oh, you could have put on a plate.
That's okay. Lyle's gonna put this half-eaten waffle on top of the stack.
Why would you?
You're welcome.
He tries to like go through the food for something that's not like something they'll be fine if it's just in a clump.
Lyle's then gonna
So-
pick up Eldon's coffee cup, take a sip from it, then kind
Hey.
of grimace a little bit, take a flask out of his pocket, pour something in it, and then take another sip. Like, this is good coffee.
Just gives you like what the fuck look. Like, why?
Adam also kind of just like raises an eyebrow.
I was drinking that.
Why are you giving the wizard trouble? Do you need to go stand outside?
Sorry, I need coffee. I was up really late last night.
Wears. Looks at the rest of you. Okay, what couldn't wait until later in the morning?
Drugs.
We have
Drugs.
acquired. We went to the southern part of the city and we managed to find one of these
He was there.
He was
We're
with us.
members of the
I was
gang.
I was with you, yes.
Oh, he was with us.
Yes.
That's why he's tired.
Forgot.
That's why I was tired.
Well, we've been looking at this drug, and I think I found what it might be. I just wanted to maybe get your expertise on it.
Do you want me to look at it before you tell me what you think it is? Or do you want me to look at it and make my own conclusion?
Surprise us.
Yeah, you can see it here. Just
Alright.
hand him the bag.
He takes one of the pellets from the bag, one of the pills. He kind of examines it, cracks it open in half, and then looks at the little bit of dried skin in the center. He pulls it out. He looks it over. This isn't bark.
No, I think it's some kind of
This isn't a plant either.
remains.
Yeah, that would track. Appears to be what it more resembles, but I don't know what this could have come from. It could be a half a dozen things.
You're telling
So,
me it's jerky?
That features, I guess, of some sort of creature. I don't know exactly what.
That
Do you
sounds
think that would be what causes the weird shit to happen?
He kind of picks through the rest of the pill. I mean, the rest of this isn't like much of anything. So it has to be. This is the primary ingredient. The pill's just a delivery device. So I guess all of it must originate from this, whatever this is exactly. There's like half a dozen magical creatures it could be. There's certainly some that would cause symptoms.
Definitely be careful with that. Don't do that.
Is he bleeding from his nose? Is he okay?
He's
Yes, it's
never.
fine.
He's
Don't-
never
don't
really
worry about
okay.
Oh
He was
my-
complaining that his ears were ringing, but it didn't
No, it's
feel
not
quite
my
like his
ears.
ears.
Oh, well, then what's ringing if it's not your ears?
This is a
It-
very good question. One that I do
Does
not
this-
have the answer for.
Gazelle, what exactly do you remember from your journey?
Everything was weird.
But like anything in particular? You weren't exactly talking to yourself the way the dude was.
I could hear it and everything twice. It was weird. It was like a weird echo.
Just
Echo.
but just
Oh,
us?
no.
I think, maybe.
Well, as a dwarf, his resistances to most poisons are a bit better than others, so he could just be suffering lesser effects. And that dealer was suffering the actual effects, perhaps.
We think the dealer ingested much more than Gazelle did.
It's hard to say. He's still unconscious, as far as I'm aware.
We
Although I
should
haven't
probably-
checked this morning.
We should go check on him soon to see how he's handling.
Probably not well. He did
If-
not look good.
If,
I mean, if he feels any worse than I do, yeah, we should probably go check on him.
if this in
That drug is magical.
Magical drugs, huh?
What were you saying, son?
I'll answer Otto's question. I'll
Sure. Well, it would be. Give me a moment. He kind of puts on the table. He kind of holds out a finger, and draws a circle around it. It starts to glow, and then like streaks of magic kind of go inward toward this little bit of jerky, and then makes a smaller circle around it. And then he holds a hand out, and his hand glows, and he mumbles something in a language you don't understand. And then he blinks, and the spell stops whatever he's doing. And then he looks surprised. But, no, it's not magical at all, actually. which I don't know if that's weirder or better.
Not magical.
Not at all. There's not a hint of magic here, which is weird.
Huh.
Not even a little.
No, not at all. Zero.
That's not normal, right? There's
That's I mean,
inherently some in everything, right?
usually, but I mean, a carcass will lose it over time, given enough time. But even that still has some lingering. Could just be the amount here.
Mage, I might be reaching here, but is there any way for me to tell whether the skin jerky was taken from something that was still alive or whether it was already dead? Could I discern realities or hunt and track undead? Is there anything that would make that possible?
It's definitely possible. I'm just trying to figure out which method you could use to do it. I think if you spout lore and try to do that, or if you want to spell uncertainties, that will work too. Or if you want to use... would that apply here? No, not real. Well, I'm going to say whichever you feel... Choose. You can pick one, and it will work. Just tell me what you want to do, and how you're doing it.
I mean, I have better discern realities, but it doesn't really fall in with one of the listed questions, so probably spout lore.
Spout lore or hunt and track undead. Either way.
Do hunter track undead.
Just go for it. See what you get.
Does it smell like zombie to you?
Oh shit!
Ooh.
You go, girl.
So yeah, given that I've seen lots of dead bodies, is there a way for me to tell if this skin jerky came off of something dead or whether it was harvested from a living creature?
You believe that this was carved off of something alive.
Okay.
This
That
was
would
not
make-
a corpse that was carved off of. You've seen that before. Because, you know, necromancers would do crazy shit with corpses. It happens.
Right, and more importantly, if it's alive, it can keep growing new skin. If it's dead, it's kind of a limited supply.
Exactly. Very much so. Now, as far as following a trail, that'll be a bit more difficult, even for 13, because you've got a lot of drugs. You are on the right track. That is something from something alive. I want to give you something in exchange for not being able to track it exactly. I know. The thing that's odd, that strikes out to you as very strange, is... you don't think it was carved off an animal, exactly.
Would, like a creature, like a dragon or a unicorn or something, be considered an animal, or...?
Yes, I would consider those animals.
Okay, so this
In
was
this case.
humanoid-ish.
Wasn't a beast.
Or something else. But yes.
Okay. I will relay that information to the party.
What?
Wiles gonna sip this spiked coffee and be like, "What's the goblin going on about now?" You know, you can't make jerky out of living things. Can you?
You'd be surprised.
It's not a thing, is it?
It
Well,
absolutely is.
you totally could.
Wait a minute.
Is it like a wart that they're cutting off?
No.
No, it
warts.
doesn't strike you as that. It is definitely like... It is definitely closer to jerky than something more gross like that.
I've heard of this miraculous technique where someone cuts off a piece of someone and it immediately cooks into bacon-like substance. Perhaps this is...
I've heard of that too.
There,
But that would be to apply a really skilled swordsman.
there are also creatures like your troll head that continuously regenerate, so maybe that's what we're looking at.
Elden nods, like, I've heard of people doing that to trolls when they're extremely desperate, and they've captured a troll somehow. and they are very hungry. Doesn't go well usually.
Mm.
Would also probably have some side effects, but I don't know. It would be these side effects.
What's troll taste
Still
like?
looks over at Barry. Barry,
Uh,
does this look like troll skin to you?
You can tell he gives you a shrug. What was your
Wow.
question, Lyle?
I said, what does troll taste like?
Well, I don't know. I've never done it. You have a troll right there. You could carve off a piece of his neck and eat it.
Lyle's gonna side-eye Barry while taking a sip of the spiked coffee.
Don't
I
mean,
eat
you
glares
could
at
also
you.
just
head.
you could just take a lick of him. That's a little bit more humane.
No, don't do that either. Ew.
That's even weirder.
No thanks.
Barry also looks disgusted.
Don't worry, Barry. I'll protect you.
Brr.
Lyle's gonna pick
Right.
up the drug.
Okay.
Well, the chunk of skin. He's gonna
Uh-huh.
look at it real close, hold it up to his eye, turn it in his fingers, sniff it,
Mm-hmm. Doesn't smell like anything.
stick
It's
out his
weird.
tongue,
What are
and
you
give
doing?
it. He's gonna dab his tongue on it a little bit.
No.
Nothing happens.
He's like, not appetizing.
It doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't taste bad. Doesn't smell bad. Doesn't really taste much of anything.
Pretty boring.
You
Mm,
can try it. God pokes you. Come on, do it. Do it, nerd. Eh?
he's certainly thinking about it. You can see the gears turning.
Maje's not a good influence, but he is a rad one.
Come on, take the drugs. Take the drugs.
No.
I think what happened to Gazelle's bad enough. I don't know if we need someone else going through it.
Or he's just glaring Lyle down. Don't you eat that. Don't you eat it.
Lyle's
I
gonna.
really don't recommend you do that.
Why don't we go to the dungeons and see the state of the dealer? That way you can make a more informed decision about what you want to put in your body.
He's like, I prefer.
It's a good idea.
I prefer like less informed the better when it comes to putting things in bodies, but that's fine. He's gonna put the little bead of flesh into Tori's hand, and then take a sip of the coffee.
Adam just
again.
kind of smacks his forehead at that line.
You're
You
gross.
wouldn't you?
You're so gross. Ew. Okay, let's go to the dungeon.
Okay.
That is a line I was hoping I'd hear all day.
All right. You all venture to the dungeon. You are let downstairs. The two guards standing outside.
What's that
They look
Lyle
kind of-
stairs?
They kind of look bored. And
Wait, you said stairs,
walk-
right?
Uh
Yes.
Uh-oh.
oh. Roll for it.
Would you like to roll for stairs?
Yes. Oh fuck!
You trip and fall on your face. Take
Ow.
1 damage.
So Lyle falls down the stairs. Everybody else just kind of steps over him.
Are you sure you didn't take any drugs?
I am a little
he
drunk.
just has a thing.
I'm just
You just had some alcohol.
a little drunk. It's fine. It's a stair thing. I'm sorry. You better get used to it.
Yeah, don't worry too much about it. That's just a thing with him.
He had one of those Bailey's coffees.
Okay. You all head to the dungeon. The guards outside. Actually, there's only 1 guard now because apparently they don't feel the need for 2. Because the doctor walks out and he gives you like a look like, it's not looking good. He's like, hello everyone. Are you here to try to speak with this man?
Yeah, doesn't sound too good from the way you're putting it.
No, he is, well,
He's not dead, is he?
he's
Oh, he's well.
prob-
That's good.
No, he is not well. He is not going to last much longer, I'm afraid.
Oh, good.
He is he's still unconscious, but I'm afraid he is absolutely going to die.
I was like, hey, I got an idea.
What?
Hey, Tori, you still got that jerky?
I think I know where you're going with this.
Adam just kind of narrows his eyes.
The answer's no.
I'd like to borrow it.
No.
I can give you an option to speak with him if you really need to, but it won't be the most humane thing.
Well, I'm not trying to hurt the guy.
That's kind of our only option at the moment. If you want to speak to him, it's the best I can do. I can force him awake for brief time, and given his condition, it probably won't be pleasant for him. I can try to subdue the pain a little bit once he's awake, but it will not be pleasant.
You know what, though? How many lives has he hurt? A little bit of an eye for an eye. Let's go wake him up.
If that's what you want, I will do so.
I like the way you think, Way. When did you get so
Justice is blind,
hardcore?
my friend.
Alright, way, I guess.
Adam just kind of like... How tall's Napano?
What's that?
How tall's Napano again?
Not very tall.
I don't think that's written on my character sheet anywhere. Whatever
Goblin
the
size.
average goblin height is.
Okay.
What is 3 foot? 4 foot?
Okay, it is here. 4 feet.
Okay. Adam's just
4
gonna
feet
kind of
tall.
like take a knee and then just like step next to Napano and take a knee. He's like, you have a way to deal with this if worst comes to worst, don't you?
You mean if he dies? Or when? It sounds like?
Yeah. You seem to have more of an ability to commune than I do.
We can probably get more answers out of him after he passes, to be completely honest.
That seems like a plan to me.
Lau's gonna
Alright.
pull out a knife and say,
Well,
I heard you loud and clear.
Yeah, but
Well, let's see what we can do, and should it come to that, I think we've got a backup plan.
Lyle pulls out a knife.
Yeah. He's holding his knife.
Okay.
I kind of want to see what the doctor does to him, though.
The doctor takes you inside. He gestures for you to wait on one side of the room while he goes through some of his equipment and what he has on hand.
Oh yeah.
He takes out a couple of chemicals, mixes them together, and he puts a syringe in there, and he takes out the liquid. He checks it. It's like, all right, I don't know how long he'll last. What's up?
While the doctor's back is turned, treating the guy,
No.
I'd like to go through his chemicals.
As he's preparing the thing, or as he's about to give it to him?
I was about to give it to the guy.
Oh, how do
pharmacy.
Well, it feels like you should roll, because this feels absurd, but I'm okay with it. Defy danger dexterity?
How about tricks of the trade?
Oh?
It's for, well, I don't know if it applies. It's for pick
Did you put
locks,
tricks-
pockets, or disable traps. Not technically picking a pocket, but I am swiping
Yeah,
shit.
but you are swiping shit. I'm willing to swing it.
Okay.
Is it a roll?
It's a roll.
Alright, then do the roll. I'm okay with that. As long as it's a roll. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You do it, no problem.
Well,
You have positioned yourself in just the right spot where you're just close enough to his bag of medical supplies that you, as he's turning to give this drug to him, have the perfect time to swipe any 3 liquids you want.
I'm gonna scoop a couple things, just like really, slick like, just like, yawn, take a sip of my coffee, and sleight of hand, grab a couple vials and stick them in my pocket. Look not suspicious until I start like whistling, walking away from the bags, and kind of scooching back to where the rest of the party is.
And no one notices.
Oh, really? I felt like he was rolling against the doctor, like the party was watching him do all of this and just not saying anything.
Whatever everyone wants to do. You can interact however you want. You can see it if you like. If you don't want to see it because you don't want to deal with that, by all means.
He rolled pretty high. I think we should give him this one.
I think
Alright,
it's fair.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't
so
mind.
He did roll a fucking
That was a
13.
that was a. Well, I don't know what his bonus is, but it was basically a perfect roll.
Yeah, it wouldn't really be roguish if we all like rolled against him or some shit, like party member
Yeah.
and all that.
He rolled a 5 and a 6 plus 2.
Okay, yeah, I see that now. Yep.
It's pretty good.
Jesus Christ, there you good. So yeah, no one catches you. Everyone's kind of focused on the guy because you
Yes.
know he still looks like shit. He looks pretty haunting.
Cool. All right, proceed.
I think we have to watch Gazelle, but no, we have to watch Lyle.
Well, I could have told you that.
Adam does kind of look back at Gazelle. They're like, "Hi, how you holding up?"
Gazelle's like reaching into his bag, and then just stops. And he pulls his hand back out. I'm doing all right.
Adam just kind of slowly raises an eyebrow. All right then.
Ooh, the temptation is getting to him. Excellent. All right. He injects this man with this liquid that he does not tell you what it is, for whatever reason. Also, because I don't know what it would be, but this is what it's doing.
Is it gonna snap him awake?
He snaps awake with a deep gasp after a few moments. He looks like his face grimaces in pain.
Hey, buddy.
His
That would
eyes start
be-
darting around. He does not look good. The
That-
doctor quickly goes back to his bag and starts like going for some sedatives to like calm him down.
There's definitely still some of those in there.
Where am I? Why I can't hear? It's so quiet. It's so quiet. It's too quiet. I can't hear them. I can't hear them. Where are they?
You can't hear who.
They're gone. It's too quiet. It hurts.
Hey, why are you peddling this in the southern part of town? What's your game?
Hold on. I got this.
Oh.
Well, I was going to walk up. He's going to sip the coffee, and he's going to pat Tori on the shoulder to kind of, signal her to step back.
Okay, Tori takes a step back.
This
And
will
then-
be a roll.
This will be a roll. Okay.
This is going to be a roll. Unless, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, first of all? Tell me what you're doing.
I'm going to use my con artist ability.
Go.
Hold on. I think so. Yes. Okay. I'm going to use that. Oh, that's not great.
Ooh.
He...
Doesn't
The
like the
three?
doesn't like the cut of my
He
jib.
doesn't... You try to talk to him, he doesn't even fucking see you. You can tell by just
Mhm.
looking at his eyes. He doesn't even fucking see this room. He doesn't see anything. His eyes are darting, not focusing on anything. He looks like he's panicking. You're not getting a good response here.
Maybe
Tori or-
Yeah,
Gazelle
ignoring you like
could
every
get
woman
through.
does.
Maybe Gazelle could talk to him?
Let me try something because I haven't.
Whoever talked. Tori asked him a question. Who else asked him a question? Because I want you to roll for parlay.
Oh, I guess Adam thinks he was like, who's they?
You two, one of you, whichever has the highest stat, can roll with advantage because you're both asking him.
I have -1 to my charisma, so that's probably you, bud.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. Okay, so I will do
All right.
roll. Okay, so
I have parlay up here so I can tell you what I'm doing. Give me that roll. You got a 10.
that's a plus, and that's a +1 with my charisma.
So 11. All
Nice.
right. On a 10 plus, they either do as you want or reveal the easiest way to convince them. Well, I can tell you both answers. One, the easiest way to convince them is to give him more drugs.
That's
That
what I
would be
was
the
going.
easiest way to get him to calm down. You can tell immediately because he's having he's having very bad withdrawal very fast, and his body is. You're not sure if his body is just requires this drug now, or if he just is suffering that bad of a withdrawal that it's actively killing him.
Could be,
But
depending.
Adam just kind of frowns and looks at Tori. What
But
do you
he-
think? What do you think?
But with 11, he does look to you as you kind of get his attention, and Lyle distracts him for but a moment, but you manage to lock eyes with him. Now, what is your question? He's looking at you, and his focus is on you, and he seems to calm down for a second. What is your question?
The voices. You spoke as if you were looking for someone or wanting to hear someone. Who is they?
They have no name. They don't have a name. There is no name.
Adam looks over to Tori. Well, what do you think? We could try and get more answers out of them, but
Tori, do you want to ask him a question? As you assisted, you can ask a question. Or if you want to open up the question to someone else who's got a better question than you or that you can't think of, go ahead.
I got a question.
I'm basically giving you 2 questions you want to ask him.
I could ask
And
him.
it's up to Tori to decide who gets to ask the question.
I'm gonna ask him. Where's the rest of the gang hiding out? Are you the only one, or are you working alone?
They're on the ship. On a ship that's moored on the beach in the forest. I can't hear them. Can't hear them. Can't hear their voices. I don't know where they are. Where are they? Where are they?
So I think I took down that they have there are others on a boat on a beach somewhere near the forest.
It's moored in the forest, so it's beached in the forest.
Tori's gonna look around and see if anybody else is thinking anything or wants to ask any questions. Because
Gazelle's just he looks very thoughtful, and he's like stroking his beard.
are you alright, Gazelle?
Gazelle, you hear like a tiny whisper. You hear like a man panically asking these questions, but not out loud, but in his head, just as like a tiny whisper. In his voice, the guy that's the drug dealer, but not with his mouth. But it's so quiet you can barely hear it.
That's weird. Oh, I'm hearing him.
Yeah, me too.
You
He's
hear
pretty
them?
loud.
No, in here. He points to his head. Just kind of like just
Wha-
pokes his head.
Or else you're gonna hear it.
What are they saying?
No, it's him. He points to the guys.
You hear him?
I hear him in my head. It's weird.
He starts mumbling the same things like, I can't hear them. Where are they? It's too quiet. I need them. Where are they? You hear him say those in like a mumble, and then you hear it repeated in your head. It's like a very tiny quiet voice. Like you can barely understand what it's saying.
I don't think there's anything else we can get from him. I think he might just be a lost cause at this point.
You want some drugs,
Wade's
little buddy?
gonna look over at. Oh, okay.
What's up, Wade? Sorry?
So I'm gonna look over at Tori and be like, "Pass me a small one of those drugs."
Okay. Tori's gonna dig around in the bag for one that's a little, uni, and hand it over to Way.
I'm just gonna kind of hold it over his face and just be like, "What's in these?"
He starts hyperventilating as he tries to reach up with a hand, but his arm, you can tell he's trying to lift his arm, but he can't do it. Like his arm is too far gone for him to even His muscles are so atrophied that he cannot move his arm, but you can tell that he's trying so fucking hard to lift his arm to reach for the thing. He looks.
I'm gonna grab his. I'll grab his hand and cast my on hands. Put him at ease a little bit.
He starts to calm down. You can tell he's like staring at it intently. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
What is in these?
I don't know. It lets me hear them. It lets me hear it lets me hear it. They help me. They tell me things. They guide me. They
What are these made out of? If you tell me what they're made out of, you can have this one.
Who's your
They're made
supplier,
of
buddy?
choir. They're made
Damn
of the
it.
choir. It's the choir. The voices.
The choir.
The choir.
Who gave them to you?
I thought he said pliers.
Hey, I
Time
was
to
given.
cook, Jesse.
What was the question, Otto?
Who gave them to you?
Ooh, who gave them? Men in armor. Men in armor. Black armor.
Lyle's gonna raise his eyebrows and take a sip of his coffee and kind of shuffle back toward the back of the room.
On that note, are the Empress's men garbed in black armor?
No.
Do we know anyone who wears black armor?
You
We have
might
seen
not?
them.
Yes.
The rest of the party knows? Okay.
Yes.
Is a character we encountered at one point.
We had some run-ins with some soldiers from Moros, and they wear black heavy plate armor.
Okay. Just taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
They were the ones behind the first story arc, it seemed like, or I don't want to say behind it, but they ultimately are what caused us to leave the first town.
Yes. They
they're
were
the reason we
involved.
fled.
They seem to be involved in some of the shit we got involved in.
Weren't they also the ones attacking the lizard shrine that Nippano and Wei met? It was Moros?
Recently, no, but in the past, yes. You do know that is a history thing. They did attack the Lizardman Sanctuary in that, back in their jungle. That is history, that is no. So you would know of that.
Didn't they show up in the last town on a ship?
Yeah, they
Yes.
came to
Yeah.
the port harbor, and then that's kind of why it got more serious in the city. That's why we had to leave.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
we ran away.
Mm-hmm.
Because
They also
They were looking for us.
the Silver Hand was their benefactor showed up asking what the fuck was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
They also
But then
had.
Lyle assassinated one.
He did.
It did.
That's
You
right.
fucking murdered a guy.
But nobody saw that.
No one did, but it's still great.
It's a thing.
They
It's a
also
thing.
seem to have something to do with how the lizardmen got here.
That's right, because weren't they
This
like training
continent.
lizard men?
Yes, they have done that in the past because they don't like them and the lizardmen don't like them.
They don't
Yeah,
get along.
they had our big friend chained up, from what I remember.
Yeah.
In the past, but you didn't see him chained up. But the implication that he was chained up at some point.
Adam wasn't chained up. He's our big man.
Oh.
So, anyway, back to the story.
All right,
Yes.
back on task.
Sounds
Adam
like-
just kind of sighs and crosses his arms as he leans against the wall. So all roads lead to Moros, it seems.
Those Moros Knights, I guess, are not too far away from us, but this is kind of weird.
They had the symbol of the tree, the red tree.
What does the tree mean?
Maji,
What's up?
given all this extra context,
Mm-hmm.
is some connection to this tree thing something that would click, or is that not even worth rolling about at the moment?
Let's do a roll because it's impossible, and I would love to see it.
Okay, well, let me spout lore then.
Let's roll the dice. Oh,
Boo.
you. So, you definitely have deduced. Hmm. You know this is definitely Moros. Red tree, you're not sure of. Maybe it's you don't know. You don't know where this red tree comes from. All you know is that this definitely is talking. He's talking about Moros, most definitely. But as far as the red tree goes, you're not sure.
Okay.
And it's not something you remember or have encountered, at least.
Where does the red tree grow?
I'm just going to furrow my brow with concern and continue sipping my spiked coffee back of the group quietly. For everyone's shutting up.
Oh?
Is there a possibility that Gazelle might have be able to know anything about that?
It's possible. It's possible you did have some time. So, if you want to try,
Well,
I'm going to grab a
roll.
drink while you make this roll, BRB.
I would say that Lyle probably has a better chance of being in touch with it than you do, given what he comes from, without saying
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But it's possible you might have encountered it.
Okay. I'll make the roll then, I guess.
Okay. So I don't think you, if Lyle had gotten an 8, if he would get more than this, but
Mhm.
you vaguely recall in Moros, like in the briefest of moments, like maybe it's like a drug-addled state or something, but you briefly remember like maybe seeing a guy with a amulet with a red tree, but you don't know the context for what that meant, but it was like a knight. It was like a guy, not super high ranking, but higher than like a soldier, a knight. But you have no idea, like, what does that mean? Is that like an order? I don't fucking know. You have no
Yeah.
idea. You've catched a glimpse of this before, once.
So, it's definitely from Moros then.
Or he's gonna feel a little left out, and she doesn't know anything about Moros. She's never really been outside of this continent.
No.
Why is there so much stuff from Moros showing up here all of a sudden? This isn't normal.
Because they're assholes.
Lyle kind of just, nods and shrugs his shoulders. Like, yeah, kind of.
The same knights who ran us out of, I don't want to say Alteraam.
No, Andoran.
You're
You're very close.
Andoran.
Was that it?
Are they following us?
Yeah, it's Andoran.
No, they wouldn't be following us. This is just
Their business here seems coincidental, but does make me wonder more about their potential dealings with the Tengri.
It certainly seems like
They have their
they're
fingers in
making
a lot of
move.
pies.
I don't even know what to think. If the Moros Knights were working with my father, that would... Well, he does plan on expanding, so I guess having strong allies would be a big boon. We should report this to the princess, I think. The Empress.
Moros doesn't make allies with people in good faith. Lyle says before, looking up from his coffee and says, that's what I heard anyway.
Gazelle
I'd be a little worried about your pops if he's making deals with their type.
I imagine that's what this drug is for.
Well, yeah, a drug can have a lot of things, but why is it making your head buzz and him hear voices? That's not right. And why do you know so much about Moros?
I don't know anything about Moros. It's weird.
Yeah, never been there.
What?
Me either.
Anyway, can I ask you a question?
Actually, can I Can I roll
Ooh.
against
Oh,
Lyle and Gazelle here?
hold on.
Well, hold on.
Wait, what was
That's-
Najee saying?
Let him cook.
Way. You offered to give him the drug if he answered your question. He has answered your question. Are you going to give him the drug?
Yeah, I was waiting for them all to finish speaking. But yes, I will,
Oh, no.
I guess, be nice and just plop it in his mouth.
Do you want to wait for them to ask their questions, or do you want to do it now?
He answered my question. He's good.
Cool.
We'll do it now.
Okay. So as you're about to
I
ask,
got a
the
backup
question,
plan if he
Laurie,
dies.
you pop it into his mouth. He chews on it very gently, and then he swallows. You're like, he looks like he looks a little better for a moment.
One question:
Yes.
Is the
Right.
doctor still in here with us, or did he
Yes.
step out?
He's pulled out he's got a syringe ready of sedative to help him calm down, and he's about to give it to him. Then Wei gives him the drug. He looks like he's chilling out. He takes a deep breath. Like his very emaciated lungs are not as bad as they were, and his muscles are not as thin as they are. He looks a little healthier for a second.
Adam just kind of
He smiles, and then he stops, and his face stops smiling entirely. His eyes go wide, and Wei, you're looking down at his face.
Mhm.
He stares up at you with a blank expression for half a moment, as though he's looking deep into you. And then his eyes go white, and he stops breathing, and he dies immediately.
Okay.
Adam just kind of blinks a couple times. Well,
Well, he went peacefully.
that's not really what I expected at all.
Does Gazelle hear anything when that happens?
Oh, do you hear something? That's a great fucking question.
He was hearing whispers.
He was
You
hearing
hear-
something.
You hear another voice, a little louder, say, you said too much. And that's it. And then just silence. Just a little louder. So you hear it, but it's still a whisper.
Gazelle's face kind of goes slightly paler.
And it's absolutely a different voice than his.
Lyle watches the guy just kind of, go limp. And he leans over, waves
The
his
doctor
hand.
looks surprised. The fuck?
Lyle waves his hand in front of the guy's face, goes snaps his fingers. Huh.
Oh, I guess.
So it's not like he held his breath and stopped breathing. His heart just kind of stopped remotely. Is that what I'm getting from this?
Like a switch was turned off, and he died.
He got death
Okay.
noted.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even have a heart attack. He didn't have a huge reaction. He just died. Somebody just
Adam-
cut him off.
Adam looks over at Gazelle and kind of notices the change, the slight change. What's up? What's up, old man? You good?
He was killed.
Killed? I thought he was just having a hell of a trip.
It wasn't the drug that did this. Someone snuffed his life out because they were afraid of what he might tell us.
Did you hear something again?
So, I think Gazelle could have figured something out. So,
Okay.
would that be a roll? Or should I just? What would you
What would-
say?
What would you like to roll?
I would think it would be spout lore, right?
Do you want to spout lore?
Because
If
that's
one- Sure. And then
You are
spout lore,
stunned.
and then give me what your question is or what you're trying to ask. Exactly.
okay. Okay. So I'm gonna make the roll, and then I'll say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Not a great roll, but I think this drug, it might be a conduit of some sort. As soon as he took it, I heard another voice connected with him. And then he died.
Hey, Gazelle.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question first,
Yes.
privately.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta find you in my friends list. Hold on. There you are.
I wanted to ask them about Moros.
We can
What?
still do that.
What did you want to ask, Tori?
I'll table it for later.
I don't know
Lyle's
if you can table it much longer.
Lyle's continuing to poke the guy and,
While
put his hands on his cheeks, wiggle his head back and forth, poke him on the nose.
I wanted to ask Lyle what he's not telling them about.
Oh, for
Moros.
Lyle, not the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would that be? Discern realities or parlay?
Okay.
You would probably have to
It would be a
parlay with
parlay.
Lyle.
I have confirmed with Ed. Ed, the voice that you heard was that person's voice. 100%. You are 100% certain it was their voice.
Ooh.
Which person? The guy who died?
Nope.
Oh, so Gazelle knows who.
Gazelle knows who.
Sal has
Oh.
heard that voice before.
Oh.
Gazelle's like, as he kind of makes that realization, he's like, his face goes even paler. It's not possible.
And then Gazelle, you still have a bag of that drug.
Uh-oh.
What you thinking, old man?
You're right.
What's not possible?
He, reaches into his bag and he pulls out one of the drug, and he's like, just kind of eyes it.
Hey,
He's like,
what are you doing?
contemplating.
You saw what it did to that guy. Don't think you want to be tied to that again.
Gazelle, why don't you just give me the bag? I'll take care of it.
Grandpa wants to party.
He's completely unresponsive. Like he's deeply thinking about this. He's not like something about what he heard is just kind of shut him off from you guys. So it's like he's just like not listening.
Majay, I'm gonna get ready. If the moment he starts to gulp it, I'm jumping in.
Okay.
I was gonna say Adam's kind of just ready to interfere at a moment's notice.
Okay. Well, Gazelle is contemplating whether he wants to do drugs, and while Tori and Lyle are kind of staring each other down for answers, I want to cast Speak with Dead. And I
Okay.
haven't cast a spell before, so do I click cast a spell and then specify after the fact what spell I'm casting?
Well,
Or
let
how
me
does
look
it
at your character sheet. Give me a moment. It is a roll, so you do have to click on that
Okay.
because certain things will happen depending on how you roll.
I'm gonna do cast a spell.
All right, on a 7 to 9, the spell is cast, but choose one. You draw unwelcome attention or put yourself on the spot. I will tell you how. Your casting distance you from your deity, taking -1 to outgoing, so disadvantage to cast a spell until the next time you commune. Or after you cast it, the spell is revoked by your deity. You cannot cast the spell again until you commune again.
I think we'll strike it from my list until I commune next, until my next long rest. I feel like I'll only need this once, so.
Okay, and show me Speak with Dead. And then, as you're doing that, Tori, you're trying to basically read Lyle.
Yeah, I
Insight
want
check.
to know. Yeah, I want to know what he's not. He's obviously hiding something about what's going on with these Moros Knights, and now she's suspicious of him, so she wants to parlay / try to get some kind of
This
information.
would be
out of him.
parlay, so you would roll parlay against Lyle.
Okay. I'll just click on it then.
Mhm.
8.
And Lyle, you're resisting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Because if you resist them, there's two things that happen. You can, if you resist, Tori has to pick either one of two options. Either saying you get an XP if you tell them what they want to know, or if you do what they want, you have to reveal how Tori could get you to do so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he has some kind of ability for that, doesn't he?
Yes.
I am arguing with a rogue here. It's not. I imagine he's got skills to get around it.
If he's got skills to get around it, he's got skills to get around it.
What does it mean to take a +1 going forward?
I believe we're just treating that as advantage.
Give advantage, yeah. So you'd roll 3d6 and a 2.
Okay.
Damn.
So this isn't a counter roll or anything. This is just me choosing how to how to respond to this.
While you figure out your role, I'm gonna let the dog outside.
No, before you leave, pick one. Either are you going to put on purple that they have to mark that he gets to mark an XP if he does what you want, or you ask him what you need to do to convince him. Which one? You get to pick one.
I'll ask him what I need to do to convince him.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
So purple, I guess think about what Tori could do to convince you to give him something. What you give them is entirely up to you as long as you're answering the question. That's up to you how you answer the question.
Sure.
You can give them as little or as much detail depending on the question. You know what I mean? If they do what you want. So think about that.
I'm thinking about
while
it.
you're thinking about that, let's go to the Speak to Dead. The Crips converses you briefly, and answer three questions you pose to the best of their knowledge. Okay, what are your 3 questions?
All right. To word these correctly, what are the Crimson Hawks trying to do? What is their goal?
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're doing Speak with Dead first.
You have put me in a weird position. Because...
He's not a Crimson Hawk, is he?
Do you talk to the corpse or the thing that was in the corpse?
Oh.
I feel like it ought to be the corpse, unless the thing has excised him from existence. If he's now a soulless husk, like it has consumed him or something.
You are asking his soul. That's a fair point. You are asking his soul, not necessarily his corpse. So you talk to the person, not the corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Is the way we can do that, if you agree.
That is how I would interpret it, but you are the DM.
We'll go with that. So, okay. Well, could you repeat your question again? I'm sorry.
Yes. So I'm asking, what are the Crimson Hawks trying to do? What is their goal specifically?
They have been... I'm not sure how to exactly phrase this, because I can only imagine this guy as a panicked mess. So I'll just give you a straight answer, and you can interpret how you know this or hear this, however you want. The Crimson Hawks have been promised that if they assist this person or party, they will be given money and wealth beyond imagining. That is what they have been promised.
And I suppose you're going to charge me another question for this, but I want to know what assisting them looks like.
They are to sell this drug or give it out. Does not matter which. The only thing that matters is giving this drug out to as many people as possible in as many different corners as possible.
Okay.
What are they barking at? This is bullshit. I don't want to miss this crucial stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Notes. Okay. Fairly self-explanatory for that
Sure,
one.
sure. Okay.
Question 2 then. I want, now that he's no longer shaking and suffering withdrawal, he's dead. I assume he no longer has the drug withdrawal.
Yeah, this is like a monotone. You're basically questioning a soul, which is very strange.
So
You're not even talking to a ghost necessarily.
Just kind of a AI of the memory of the person left behind.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna say, we can tell it wasn't the drug that killed you. Someone or something snuffed your life out because they were afraid of what you might tell us. What information do they not want us to know?
The answer is pretty simple. He gave you a general location of where their primary hideout is. That moored boat in the forest. You are mistaken that the drug wasn't the thing that killed them, but you're also not wrong. And I'm not going to explain more than that.
Okay. So primarily the location of the hideout, what we already knew.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine.
the answer to your question. That little bit was just an extra bit of information.
Sure. Okay. Final question then. How we know that different cultures, different deities have different customs. How can we ease your passage into the beyond and help your soul find peace?
I freed the
Are there
genie.
Any rites that need to be performed? Any?
Burn the husk that held me.
Oh.
Was already gonna do that as a paladin.
Burn the witch.
And
Do I-
So I want to add this, just as a bit of flavor. When he says that, before it's been monotone, just information, but there's a hint of fear when he says that. There's a warning there, please burn my corpse, please.
Okay. I guess I'll nod at that once he goes limp again. We want to burn his corpse. And we should probably respect his wishes. However,
Wait, do we all hear this, or just Napano?
I was thinking just Apollo heard it, because it's not the ghost speaking. It's like you're sifting through information of the soul, and it's reaching you in the form of these questions. So unless you do you want it to be like a large verbal thing, or do you want it to just be like you're hearing this, you're asking these questions, perhaps in your mind, maybe out loud, and you're receiving this information through this spell.
Because it's more of it, is it like D&D Speak with Dead where you're literally reanimating it, or is it more like you're channeling his spirit?
With the way that Dapano has kind of been themed thus far, I feel like it's you're like communing with the spirit, because that's kind of Dapano's deal.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't really matter to me either way, but I was thinking it would be like the movie where I reanimate the corpse, or in Baldur's Gate when you reanimate the corpse and it actually verbally talks, so everyone would hear.
If you wanted to be that way, it could be that way. That's entirely up to you.
I don't have a reason not to share that information with the party, so I guess I'm okay with it verbally.
So the corpse
Uttering
does
it.
like animate and like kind of verbalize the answers to these questions in a very strangely monotone voice until that last note of fear. So you all hear these being answered. The doctor looks horrified.
Okay. Well, we'll let him back down then.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? What did you give him?
That was weird.
I mean, he was gonna die anyway, but Jesus. Who's Jesus? What am I trying to say?
Well,
The Eggman. I remember him.
that wasn't our doing that killed him.
Well, I
At
mean,
least what he's saying is true.
Well, he was gonna die anyway. I guess he died quickly then.
Lyle's gonna grimace, take a sip of his spiked coffee, and be like, "Great, that's just great. Like the goblin is a necromancer too, as if it couldn't get any more gross."
You know what? We could kill Lyle and then force him to answer our questions.
Oh, really helpless, honey. He might be. He's not telling me stuff, so.
Oh yeah,
Doctor-
yeah. How did that roll go?
Yes. How did that roll out? How did that happen? Lyle, what
Okay,
what
well,
do you say?
what are you looking to ask specifically, Thorm?
So clearly Lyle is hinting that he has more, he knows more, he's more involved with the Morose Knights than just like the interactions that we've had with them since they showed up in Alteraam. So she wants to know why. Like, I think it feels like it's definitely more than just he's from Morose. So I guess Tori would say, like, are you involved with them? Do you know more about them than just what's been happening since we started traveling together?
Okay. And then, Lyle, what does Tori need to do to get you to answer? What are the conditions?
I don't think there is a circumstance at the moment that would get a full answer.
If
So-
she gets him
So
to
I'm
fall in
so I'm
love
gonna
with him.
say I'm gonna like I'll answer the question to a degree,
He's gonna.
but I would say take an EXP for my answer.
Wait, so you're telling me that I cannot ask that, and I need to take an XP instead?
No, you could ask it, but you know I don't think there's anything you could do right now that will get a full and honest answer.
So the condition that Sorum said was,
Okay. So you're saying
do what
this
they want, or reveal how you could convince
Okay.
Lyle to give an answer.
Yeah.
What could a Tory do to convince you to answer whatever you want? It's up to you. It could be like, you're gonna have to get my trust, and be as vague as that. Or it could be something specific. It's entirely up to you. It could be as difficult as you want it to be.
Yeah, I mean, and just keep in mind, just because you say something doesn't mean I'm gonna do it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, give me $20 or
You're gonna have to blow me.
suck, slurp the rod. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
It's between you two.
I would
It's between
say
you two.
to get a full and honest answer on that question, then you would need to either like completely earn Lyle's trust or have some serious leverage on him.
That's
Okay.
interesting. Okay.
So, you're just not gonna tell me? All right.
Pretty much. So, Tori, if Tori asks the question, it's like, are you involved with this?
I
No.
want to play. I want to play it out like I just said it, though. Even though it's not going to add up to anything,
Sure.
I want to at least do it.
Do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, Tori's going to ask, like, why do you know so much about these morose knights? And it seems like it's definitely more than just the interactions we've had with them since we started, working together. Like, are you involved with them or something?
Lyle's not going to answer immediately. He's going to take a long, slow sip of his spiked coffee while giving her a little bit of a side eye. And he's going to say, after a moment of hesitation, he says, I've had my run-ins with the Knights of Moros before. We didn't see eye to eye.
It's not really. It's pretty vague.
They're dangerous. Put it that way. I've seen what they do.
Okay, well. Alright. And she's gonna drop it, because it looks like he doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay. Zorm, I want you to write down that he will have to answer if you get his entrusted completely or if you get leverage on him. So just remember that for the future.
Right,
And
as
in
a
terms
bond.
of this question. Yes. Or a bond. Write it however you like, but that's if you manage to get leverage on Lyle, you can press on that to get that answer.
Yes.
Or if you earn his trust completely.
It's his trust completely, or gets serious leverage on him.
Mm-hmm.
Serious, like we're talking like.
And purple, remember
sir.
that if he managed to get leverage on you, you will have to answer that.
I won't go back. I'm a man of my
Okay,
word.
very good. Very good. Very good. That's an interesting thing for the future.
I abandoned an XP for this.
Well, you have a guaranteed way to get an answer out of Lyle that he cannot avoid if you manage to accomplish that task. Which could be a lot of information or a little information. You don't know, but it's a thing to wonder. Okay. Well, that guy is dead. That's a little fucked up. What do you want to do now, guys?
Let's go have breakfast.
Still
You want
trying
to
I'm
to
going
take the
to.
drug?
What? Hang on. What?
Still
that
trying
way?
to take the drug?
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh no, jump it in!
Before you do that, I gotta get my dogs back in. Be right back.
Oh god.
What do I gotta roll to try to intervene? Hack and slash?
Ooh, that. I mean, you are trying to
Inter-
physically stop them.
Don't we have an
There's
interfere
There's
roll?
an interfere action.
Mm,
Does that
Try to
count?
foil another PC's action, and neither of you back down.
Yeah.
Roll. I don't know what roll ask means. Do we just roll like? Do we
roll.
what makes sense?
We kind of talk about that, and that's how we figure out what we roll. This is
Okay.
like you're actively trying to physically stop him, so strength could apply here.
That was
Strength-
Adam's plan.
Strength feels like the most appropriate here because you are just trying to physically stop Gazelle from taking this drug.
But
Okay.
you also have to be faster than. So it could be a dexterity roll, right?
Either way,
Because he's holding it right in front of his face.
yes,
And
this is true.
he's just like trying to pop it in his mouth.
They've
So-
both been watching him for a while, though.
You could grab him and try and be like, bad dog, no, pry his mouth open, get it out.
That's true.
That would be strength.
That'd be strength.
It's up to you. Do you want to roll strength or dex? And since you're both trying to stop him, choose one of you, whichever stat you try to roll, and the one who rolls has advantage
Oh,
because you're both trying to physically stop him.
I got a +2 strength. What do you got, BB?
The +3.
Yeah, all you, bud.
He's maxed.
All right, post roll 3d6. Keep the
Alright.
highest.
The strength.
So roll /roll 3d6 k plus 3, so 13. Okay, Gazelle.
Well,
You still have to roll, but you're gonna roll with disadvantage.
Mhm.
Because you want to take this fucking drug, right?
Right. So what am I rolling?
I am back now.
Are you physically trying to overpower them to take the drug? Are you trying to... Is the better part of you trying to
He-
resist?
So he is not really paying much attention to that. He's just trying to do it. So I don't know what you would say.
Mm,
So it looks like there's so it sounds like there's two choices, basically. They do it anyway but take a disadvantage, or relent, change course, or allow the move to be foiled. So you could just say, oh, they're grabbing me, and that's that, but...
which one do you want to do? Up to you, Gazelle. If you roll, you have a disadvantage. If you just want to stop the move because they stopped you, you can do that. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the.
I personally would love it if you take the drugs.
You know, I think we're all due for some entertainment too.
I feel like all of you should take the drugs.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Hard no.
I don't think it fits within Otto's character to take the drugs.
It wouldn't affect
I
Otto.
don't know if... I was gonna say, I don't think Otto could be affected.
Nope.
Hey, don't say that. He can get high.
He has a soul.
Here, eat this.
There's nothing to do with your soul.
Like this.
Otto has a soul.
Mom has a soul.
Doesn't have anything.
A soul that can't get high.
Sock to sock. Fucking ow.
Well, okay. So, let me reiterate. Like, what am I rolling? Like, I don't understand.
You're rolling eat.
This would be a defied danger because you're trying to power through a dangerous action.
Okay.
But it's determined on if you're...
If you want to go forward with it anyway, you just roll it with disadvantage.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should have disadvantage, honestly, because like we're jumping in to stop him before he does it.
Well,
But they've
let's-
succeeded.
well, the
They've
thing
succeeded.
is, he's exceeded in a interfere, and that's the conditions for a successful interfere is because Ed's
If
being
he wants-
interfered
yeah.
with.
There.
Yeah. If he wants to press forward, then
He can contest it
then
with
he's going to have
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yes.
Or he could relent.
Or he could relent. That's his choices.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah. This would be defied danger because you're trying to take a drug. This
Which is the
dangerous.
danger.
This is the danger.
All right.
That's where
He's
it gets
resisting them from defying him from defying danger. They're trying to help him.
Yes.
Then really they
Okay,
should be
well-
rolling aid.
So how do I roll with disadvantage?
Roll 36. K
L2, I think.
L2? Yes.
L-
Yeah, leave too.
L2. Not no
L2.
K. L2. Yeah.
Or L1. Wouldn't it be L1?
Oh. I wish you could all remember this because I can't because my
I
brain
don't
I would
don't
assume
remember.
I would assume it's lowest two, right?
That's
L2.
what I would think, yeah.
So, well, I'll try that.
If you just roll 3d6, we can F it out.
We could also just do that.
Yeah,
We'll try the L2.
I'm gonna try the L2 just to.
Try the L2 because I'm gonna.
I
look
think
it
that
up.
makes sense.
And I'm doing it with strength because he's trying to power through, which is +1.
Well, I think it's going to be L1 because you're going to want to keep 2 of the dice, but you want to lose the lowest or
It's
the highest.
wait.
I don't think it's lose
it's-
2 though.
It's D actually.
It's D,
Oh.
really.
It's drop.
Oh, for drop, yeah.
Yeah. Roll 3d6, drop 2.
Okay. And then +1 for strength.
Just drop 1. I'll figure it out. Okay, so it'll be 6.
Okay.
Or
Yeah, no, that
Sounds like
it
they
wouldn't
stopped
drop to.
oh, it'd be 7. It would be 7 actually.
No, there's +1s
Oh, no.
already in there.
No, he did the formula, but the problem is it's ignoring the 2 lowest. It's not.
See.
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
So it'll be
Maybe it is L.
you
Hold on.
drop 5, so you have 4 because +1.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
wanted to. So you rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Or yeah, you rolled a 4. So you don't succeed in taking the drug. They managed to stop you.
Yes.
So all
So
Do I get
chaos
an
breaks
experience for
out as
You
like
do.
That's cool.
You do.
Gazelle freaks out,
I
tries to
gave
eat
you
the drug.
experience.
I've gotten 3 fails, by the way, so far. So
Nice.
Okay, Gazelle, they stop you from taking this drug. How do you react to that?
he's gonna like kind of struggle as he like drops the piece of the drug. It's like, no, I have to eat again.
Holy shit. Lyle is kind of
It's-
uses this as a distraction from Tori pressing him, and he's like, "Old man, whoa, settle down, buddy. There is a lot going on in this room right now. Talking corpses, tripping old people. Wow."
Way's gonna yell back to Tori, "Get his drugs."
Yeah.
Well, we got
Alright.
him.
Lyle's like, "I got
Tori's
him."
gonna. No, Tori dives for him first.
Probably for the best.
No more of that.
All right, Tori's got the drugs.
Tori's got all the drugs.
Hell yeah.
Tori's got all the drugs.
Tori's got all the drugs.
Troy, be good.
Give
Tori's-
those back. I have to know for sure.
Know what for sure?
Yeah, what aren't you telling us?
I heard her. My wife's
Heard.
voice. It's impossible.
Whoa, hold on.
You had a wife?
He's lost it.
Damn!
Did, and she's in my cloak.
What?
Your
What?
dog?
Okay. I think,
And your
So
what?
So when like grabbing like the bag of stuff and sifting like through his stuff, they did see an urn in his belongings.
Oh.
when getting the drugs out. Oh.
Yes. Tori, you would have seen that.
Oh. Right. Oh.
I heard her voice.
Was she the one
his-
that? Was she the one that we think killed him?
Don't know. That's the voice that I heard.
Then we'll get to the bottom of it. You don't need that to do that.
I was like, let's
I
think
have
about
to
this.
know.
Let's think about this rationally. Let's. Oh, jeez.
No, look what the drug did to this guy. It'll just kill you.
Is Gazelle still struggling?
We can't let them have power over you.
He's less struggling now and just more.
He's calming down.
He's calming down, but he's still kind of
He's
pissed.
definitely upset. Yeah, understandable.
And like a lot of emotions, which you don't really usually see from him. So it's like
Hmm.
little off-putting.
Yeah.
It's a shame that Speak from Dead says it has to be a corpse and not a pile of ashes, because suddenly I want to talk to your dead wife.
But you can't because
Yeah,
you
me
already
too.
burned your spell.
Sorry, you don't have that spell, too.
I need a long rest. Need to commune.
It wouldn't help him to just tell him to relax. Tori's like, no, I can't do that because you need to just calm down.
Yeah, calm down. Well, I was going to
We-
grab the needle of the sedative from the stun doctor's hand, and he's going to brandish it at Gazelle. You know, time to settle down, old man.
Hey, well, but hey, get that back! What the fuck? You get that back!
No,
give
no,
that
no,
back to me!
no. I got.
Hey, give it back to me!
Lyle's going to be holding the syringe in one hand.
trying to
He's
grab
going
it from you.
to have
He's
the
trying to
other
grab it from
hand, other hand on the doctor's face, pushing him away
Nope, give it back!
like a
Give it back to
schoolboy.
me. You don't know what you do. Give the. Don't.
What are you doing? No. Tori's gonna like shove Lyle out of the way
Hey,
so that he doesn't actually go toward Gazelle.
come on.
Stop that! No. What are you
sure?
doing? Quit!
He's trying to eat the drugs. He's crazy.
No, don't. He can fight it. Come on. A little faith.
Little faith, huh? All right. Lyle's
Yeah,
gonna
no.
shrug. He's gonna like
Yeah.
hand the syringe back to the doctor.
It's been a bit. How are you feeling about all this?
I'm just watching. Otto doesn't really know what's going on, so
He's vibing.
It's vibing.
he's just taking it all in.
Wow.
I don't know, Majid. What about your end? Yue, Yasuo, and Eldon just sipping
Yue
tea
looks
watching this.
disturbed and empathetic toward Gazelle, because dead husband
Right.
Dead wife.
and dead wife.
Awkward.
She gets that.
Yeah.
Think about wife.
Yasuo is scratching his chin and considering.
Considering what?
You don't know.
Uh-oh.
He's looking at the
Ongoing.
sedative needle.
He's looking at the drugs. I've got a dead
The
wife.
chances to escape.
Be the only
he's
way you'd be
bad.
able to tolerate us.
He's had a few.
Right, wife good.
Wife gone.
Wife back.
Wife's
You
sad.
wife. Regret.
Hmm.
All right.
Gazelle takes a breath and he kind of starts to calm down.
Okay.
This is dangerous, whatever this stuff is. We need to get rid of it.
Maja, can I ask the doctor if they have a creamery here?
Sure.
Crematorium.
We have one.
Cool. We got a corpse put in it.
Creamery makes
sure,
it sound
I-
like you're gonna make ice cream out of him.
I was gonna say, I
mean,
think you meant a crematorium.
Creamery? Yeah.
A creamery.
Let's all get ice cream.
We can try the cream.
I can use some ice cream after it. It's been a
ash
long day.
flavored.
The doctor says, like, well, I was gonna do an autopsy because we could learn how exactly he died, at least somewhat.
If you think you can learn that,
Better than nothing.
then we can maybe wait to cremate the body. I want to do it for him.
It does
But
seem like he was concerned about the status of his body afterward.
We don't see any harm in letting the doctor see if they can do an autopsy first.
Yeah.
And this might be pushing it, but when we go investigate the boat in the forest, we were thinking about using the corpse as a way to get in without arousing suspicion.
What?
How does that work?
Mm,
Wait, what? What?
I don't think that's gonna work.
Just, I mean, it
Wait,
would
is this
be a
just
way.
Apollo proposing it or something? Sorry.
Yeah, just kind of non-specifically, like they're conflicted because they did like promise this dude that they were gonna burn him, but also they might be able to use him to get in if there are guards or anything
Well-
like that.
Won't
Uh,
everyone know he's dead?
Not necessarily. No one but us, unless like the hive mind entity like connects everyone in the Crimson Hawks and.
Or unless they tell them? I mean, if they're all doing this drug and they're all
If they're spreading it.
telepathically talking,
Maybe.
It could be.
If there is
We
a
don't
hive
know.
mind, it wouldn't work.
Also, what were they promised again? Like they were supposed to.
Wealth beyond their imaginings.
Just wealth behind. Okay.
Some
Money.
bullshit, yeah.
They're being paid to sell a drug.
Right. Yeah. I just. That
At
was
least
the,
that's what they were told.
correct. Yeah.
What happened beyond that? Not even that guy is sure.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'll
They're
put card
so-
on the table and just
Okay.
say that this is what I was thinking of using.
Uh,
Just animating the corpse, but making it appear as though he wasn't dead, and using it to get us in the door. But
So
we don't need to.
some notes to remember. This guy is emaciated to shit. So under normal circumstances, his legs cannot carry his weight, and his arms are too frail to move. So the magic power of this spell would likely make him be able to move, but unless you heavily obscured that, it would be
Pretty
difficult to
obvious
hide.
he's a zombie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the idea though. So I'm not going to take it off the table. It will just be, you'll have to figure that out. But you could do it. That's it's up to you guys.
It says I roll a 1d4 and I can strengthen a few things. I was probably gonna do the make it
That's
appear as
true.
though he's not dead.
That's true.
And you know what? Just to put it on the table, I'm pretty sure Lyle still has like disguise kit.
They do, yeah. It
Just
is up there.
But how often do we get to make a zombie?
That's another point. That's another good point.
We don't get
How
to do
often
that.
do you really get to do that?
Ever. Yeah, we
No,
don't.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, use the disguise kit on the zombie.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, make him look
Okay.
like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
No, honestly, the disguise kit could make it so we don't have to spend the point on making it look like he's not dead. If the disguise kit can doctor him up, I can give him a functioning brain, make him able to do more complex tasks, or because he's rotting.
It seems very against what Napano usually does, though. To me, doesn't she like to, respect the wishes of the dead?
Yes, and that's why Nippano is conflicted, and they're determined to burn the body, but they're just choosing, like, can we use him to prevent, like, whatever atrocity the rest of the Hawks are planning? Like, can we, we should burn him, but for the sake of others, maybe we can use him and then burn him afterwards.
Hey, as soon as we're done with the body, we can have Gazelle barf fire on him.
Yeah.
That'll burn the corpse.
Like, Nippano is very conflicted over what they're proposing, but they're just, like, throwing it out there as, like, if we have literally no other ideas for getting to their hideout, maybe we can do this.
Well, the corpse is gonna remain a corpse, so you have time to figure that out.
I guess we could let him do his autopsy and debate that.
I don't know. Is Napano like saying this out loud to everybody else? Like, so we can like. It's a lot of words, so.
I was kind of beating around the bush originally, like.
You could
maybe...
at some point like leave the room and then like have a little powwow, and you could talk about it if you want to do that way. Time is flexible and can be molded as we wish. So you don't have to do it in this room. You could have this conversation in a little more private space if you wish.
Yeah. Really
good idea.
Why don't we get out of here? Because it's a little corpsey in here.
It is a little corpsey in here.
And we have some information to report. So
We got a horrified doctor too.
have-
The doctor probably would rather we leave him alone.
Yes. You also have breakfast to still eat.
Oh yeah, we got that fucking pile of waffles and fruit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't want breakfast now.
Yeah, I'm.
But that pretty server girl.
Could use some more coffee though.
Yeah, I could use something a little stronger than coffee right about now.
So what do you do?
You don't need.
Oop, sorry.
No, I was just gonna joke that if you don't eat breakfast, you'll get as emaciated as that guy.
Yeah, right.
This is true. These are facts.
We should probably go check in with Scarlet Hawk and Empress Lady and tell them what we know.
After we eat.
I'm gonna take this guy to the creamery.
You're gonna take the creamery.
Get some fucking ice cream. Hell yeah.
Squeeze some ice cream out of that guy.
Zombies love ice cream.
Do they really call it a creamery?
It's crematorium.
Crematorium.
Oh. I thought it was like Victoria asking.
Oh.
Huh?
We just running with that line. Okay.
We don't. Well, I've never seen what they call it because usually they either bury people or put their bodies on a stake where
Like
they come from.
Steak.
Yeah, I'm more used to a funeral pyre than an actual facility.
Adam very much just nods and agrees with that. Yeah, funeral fires, boats out to the water, things like that.
I think think I'd like to see it. I'm gonna tag along with Wei.
Okay. So Wei is gonna go arrange this, the burning of this body,
The creaming of his body, yeah.
the creaming of his body. Tori's
No.
going with.
But
Well,
by the way,
Napono's definitely going with, but weren't we going to let the guy do an autopsy first? Let
You
the
can get
doctor.
that. You can
I
get that
think-
arranged.
Okay.
Time can flow as we wish. So
Sure.
you guys
Wait.
can start.
I thought like Wei just picked his body up and was like carrying him over his shoulder, like time to burn.
Mm,
Yeah, I thought the autopsy was happening first as well. Is it?
well, we can say that he kind of got on that out because he just fucking died. So might as well get on that. So the doctor's gonna work on that. You guys can go and like start getting this arranged, and I can go talk to them about it and sort that out. You can go do that if you like, and we can do that process, if you wish. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, if there's any other story clues you can give us about how this guy just remote died, that'd be cool.
Yes, I will think about that. And I will give you an answer. But we're gonna get close to wrapping up here. So you guys are going to do that. Who's going back to breakfast?
Adam.
Adam?
Adam's going back to breakfast.
Lyle, you going? Otto's going back. So Yue's going back.
Gazelle is too, but he's like still kind of depressed.
Of course. Lyle, you going back for breakfast? Get some coffee.
Where's Tori going?
Crematorium.
Creamery.
And Lyle's going to go to breakfast in, yeah.
Okay.
Ducking me now, huh?
Ooh.
You return to your quarters. That nice server girl has you guys were gone for a while, so I got some more stuff for you. So
You are just
some
a
of her-
sweetheart.
well, thank you. I try my best. I got you fresh coffee and whatever else you need. Let me know. And she opens the door and lets you in.
Thank you so much.
There's some other
You're
stuff
very welcome.
I need. Could use some good
She gives you a
company.
smile. She gives you a smile.
Mm.
Adam just kind of rolls his eyes as he walks by.
Okay, what are you asking?
How can I engage you in conversation? How can I get this girl to join us in the room?
Why are you referring to her as a victim?
Just
What
ask.
are you gonna do to this poor
You
girl?
can tell that she seems like ready to hang. You can just ask her. It's pretty simple.
Okay. You wanna have some breakfast too? Come on, we could use some company. We could use some good company. It's been a rough morning. Why don't you sit down?
Well, I did have to make all that breakfast again. So,
Yes, you did, and we
you know,
appreciate you.
I would appreciate it. Thank
Let's
you.
here. I got a seat right here, right next to Lyle.
Well, thank you. She sits down next to you.
All right.
Are the rest of you sitting down for breakfast?
Yeah.
Partake of some breakfast. Okay.
Mhm.
Gazelle sits down. He puts his staff with Barry in the chair next to him.
I just
I
wanna
don't-
eat.
I don't think you should trust this. Lyle usually has to pay for company like this.
Adam's
Otto.
Adam
Otto,
just
you eat.
snickers.
I mean, could you taste? I don't remember if we decided that. Can you taste anything?
No.
All right, so you're just eating some of this breakfast. Is anyone else eating?
Yep, Adam is eating.
Adam is eating. Anyone else eating?
Lyle is going to pour some coffee in from the pot into his cup, and then he's going to hold the cup up to the gal, and it's like, "You thirsty?"
Oh yes, please.
It says, "Wait, hold on. Let's sweeten this up a little." And he's gonna take his flask out, and he's gonna give just a little pour into the coffee. It's like, let's relax a little.
A little more
Wait.
encourage.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Okay.
Tori, you're not there.
I was gonna say, I was gonna suggest that since he's already been drinking a bit and can't walk downstairs, that he roll to see how much exactly of his drink he pours into the cup, or if he can even hold the flask anymore.
She gonna drink with me?
Yes, she has a drink, and then are you gonna take a drink?
Yes.
He's nervous now.
She's really cute, man. Don't fuck this up.
Mm.
You gotta get that ass.
Hold on one moment, though.
Uh-oh.
Gazelle isn't eating, but he's feeding.
Lyle,
1 second.
give me
I need to ask you a question first.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you a private question.
Yes.
Oh, I don't like that.
Uh-oh.
Why did the music change?
The music's the same, I think.
Well,
Yeah,
it was quiet for a long time because the music wasn't playing. And now I've started the music again. Let's see your question, Purple. Let me see it.
Oh dear.
This music's very unsettling.
I know.
Right?
You're very unsettling.
Thank you.
Maju is humming, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I thought that was the waitress girl humming.
What have we
Mm-mm.
done?
I told you, don't trust a pretty girl who's interested in Lyle. It doesn't make sense.
Big facts. You should just not trust pretty girls in general either. Dangerous. Bad.
In memory of Tori?
Well, he doesn't trust her.
He doesn't.
He wouldn't tell her his
That's true.
backstory,
That's true.
which means they're not really buds.
Oh.
Yeah. Heartbreak. Yeah, she's feeling the cold shoulder. But she has been mean to him though, so it's like. But he is dumb. So it's
He
his
is
fault.
dumb.
So
It's
she doesn't feel-
understandable.
It's
Doesn't-
okay. Adam's dumb too.
Yeah, he's just being he's just being dumb, like most of these guys are.
Both
Okay.
those intellectual stats are
Okay.
low for
No, they're
Adam, so-
They're not high.
So Adam is eating,
Yep.
and Lyle is drinking. And I'm going to do a roll.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure it's fine.
Hold on, I just rolled and I didn't think about it. So,
Roll again with advantage.
By the way, I did figure out disadvantage, by the way. It's KL.
Ah.
Oh, it's KN.
well, I have good news. You don't have to worry about anything. Adam, I have terrible news. You're going to have to roll.
Uh-oh.
Because
What am
you roll Defy Danger if you're to Constitution.
Oh, shit.
With my constitution. Okay.
Yes.
I was about to ask which stat I should roll because I had a feeling. Okay. So we're gonna roll Defy Danger with Con.
Okay. Food's pretty good. Having a nice time. Just 1 second here. I need to find a thing. Where is it?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't like that thing. That thing.
Oh,
I
shit.
remember
not
that
me.
thing. I don't like that thing.
It does not spark joy.
I remember that thing. I don't like that thing.
It's not fresh lemon.
Oh, how can I do a background? Fucking roll 20. Bullshit. Whatever. You can see it. That's for you, Adam. But nothing's wrong. You're fine.
Mm,
And that's all you get to know.
I don't like it.
Does Barry have to roll? Because Barry was eating.
Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it.
Do you want Barry to roll? Because we can do that.
Yeah, not really.
I assume Gazelle is not eating because he's upset.
Yes, Gazelle's just... He doesn't have an appetite.
Oh, fucking this. Oh, this text tool sucks ass. Holy shit.
Don't you just draw the name? To draw
You
it.
can shut the fuck up and die.
That looks way better, yeah. Wow. Good job, Manje.
You probably change the color of it, I assume.
It's good enough.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go. It's fine.
And
Adam.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
all.
That's
Poor
it.
Adam.
I just get the timer. Okay.
Progress bar more than a timer.
It's a counter. It's fine.
We go back to normal sounds now.
Don't like it.
Don't like it.
Majay.
I know. Okay, Gazelle, if you want Barry to roll, then you can roll 2d6 plus 2, because he's a fucking troll, so he's got a high con.
Also, isn't he kind of already dead?
It's true.
Oh, really?
He's half dead. It's fine.
Just to see what happens. If it's
Sure.
like, if he rolls 2 1s, then I'm gonna have to make something happen.
You said 2d6 plus 2?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 1-1.
Trolls, he doesn't have a stomach, so there's that. He's also a
just-
troll, so he's super resistant to things. He's fine. He like, he's like, he has a hiccup. He like belches. That's all. He's
How?
Doing okay there, bud?
How did you
fine.
go?
I see.
He shakes his head, doesn't want any more food.
Hmm.
But yeah, Lyle, you have a nice morning with this pretty girl.
Hell yeah, I do.
Otto, it's super squishy. Yuli's
Yeah.
not eating because she's already eaten. She ate her breakfast before because
think she
she's
would
not
wanna eat.
crazy.
She just saw a man die.
There's also that. That's also kind of fucked up. But yeah, and thus the morning ends as part of our party goes to prep a crematorium as the autopsy is being performed.
Creamery.
And the rest of you are having breakfast as you prepare for the rest of your day. And that's where we're gonna stop for tonight. And
Sure you don't-
nothing is wrong.
Sure you don't want to go for another hour?
Yes, because I need to go to bed.
I don't like that. Okay.
Okay. All right, everybody. Let's say goodbye to YouTube.
It's about bye
Bye,
YouTube time. Bye YouTube.
Bye.
Nothing's wrong.
Everything's cool.
Goodbye, YouTube! And remember,
Everything's
every year, my
fine.
children, I will once again grace this land with my colored eggs for you to find and become one.
Go steal these eggs! Go steal them! Steal them! Steal those eggs!
I'm gonna cut the recording. Glutes.
I need
Steal the 7 chaos eggs!